Imagine this: you're sorting through a dusty old jar of pennies you've had tucked away for decades, and suddenly, your heart skips a beat. Among the sea of ordinary coins, there it is, a 1962 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. But not just any penny. This one bears a rare minting error that collectors across the country would pay top dollar to own. Could it really be worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars? The thought alone sends shivers of excitement down your spine. If you've ever wondered how ordinary coins in your pocket can turn into unimaginable wealth, stay with me, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after treasures in American numismatics, the 1962 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny error. From the moment it left the Philadelphia Mint, this coin was destined to captivate collectors. While most pennies of this era circulated quietly, unnoticed in jars, wallets, and cash registers, a handful emerged with anomalies, tiny quirks in the minting process that make them stand out. And it's these imperfections that transform an everyday coin into a golden opportunity. Think about it: a coin you might have overlooked as a child, dropped under the couch or slipped into a piggy bank, could now unlock doors to financial freedom. Isn't that incredible? But why is this particular penny generating so much buzz in the collector world? The 1962 D. Lincoln penny error often presents itself in a variety of ways: double dies, off-center strikes, and striking anomalies that make the coin visually unique and historically significant. These errors are not mistakes the mint planned for, they are rare events that happen only under specific conditions during production. And rarity is what drives demand. Imagine walking into an auction room where collectors, dealers, and investors are all competing for the chance to own a coin that might never appear again. Your 1962 D. Lincoln penny is not just money, it's a story, a piece of history, and a ticket to potential fortune. Now, I know what you might be thinking: how do you even know if your coin is one of these rare finds? How do you distinguish a true mint error from a common penny? These are the questions that separate casual coin holders from savvy investors. Look closely at the details: the shape of Lincoln's bust, the spacing of the letters, the clarity of the mint mark. Even subtle differences can increase a coin's value exponentially. And for those ready to act, professional grading services can authenticate your coin, giving it a certification that assures buyers of its legitimacy. This is how ordinary coins transform from forgotten pocket change into prized auction items commanding astonishing prices. Here's a thought: have you ever considered that the pennies in your jar could be your first step toward a millionaire lifestyle? I know it sounds like a scene from a movie, but the reality is even more exciting. Collectors in the US are constantly hunting for rare coins like the 1962 D. Lincoln penny error. Auctions, online marketplaces, and specialty coin shops offer platforms where a single, authenticated coin can fetch astronomical sums. Some sellers have gone from selling coins out of curiosity to making enough to change their entire financial trajectory. How would it feel to walk into your local coin shop, hand over a penny, and leave with more cash than you ever imagined possible? And let's pause for a moment: imagine the thrill, the rush of seeing your coin's value skyrocket in real time. It's that fear and excitement, that urgent need to act, that drives collectors to hunt relentlessly. What if you missed the opportunity because you didn't recognize what you had in your hands? This is why timing is crucial. The market for rare coins moves fast, and those who wait too long often watch potential wealth slip through their fingers. Have you ever felt that pang of regret after ignoring something that later became valuable? That feeling can be avoided with knowledge, awareness, and decisive action. Let me ask you this: are you curious about how to sell old and rare coins safely in the United States? Do you want to know the secrets professional collectors use to turn coins into cash at auction shops and private sales? The process is not as mysterious as it seems. First, understanding your coin's rarity and condition is key. Second, connecting with reputable buyers ensures you get maximum value. And finally, knowing the platforms, whether it's an auction house, an online marketplace, or a specialty coin dealer, can make the difference between selling for a few dollars and securing a life-changing payout. By now, you might be wondering, how much could a 1962 D. Lincoln penny error actually be worth? While every coin is unique, the top-quality examples in pristine condition have been known to reach maximum dollar values in recent auctions. Yes, maximum dollar, a figure that could transform someone's life. And it's not just the monetary value that matters, it's the prestige of owning a coin that collectors dream about, the story you carry in your hands, and the legacy you can pass down. Think about it, from humble pennies in your childhood jar to commanding thousands of dollars in a collector's showcase, your coin could be more than money, it could be history in motion. Here's a question to reset your attention: did you ever imagine a tiny, copper-colored coin could hold such enormous potential? It's almost humorous to think that something so small, something you might have stepped on as a kid, could be the key to financial independence. And yet, that's exactly the reality for collectors who recognize the value of mint errors like the 1962 D. Lincoln penny. These coins are rare, in high demand, and when the right buyer comes along, they become instant treasures, but the story doesn't end here. Selling rare coins is about more than just profit, it's about understanding the market, building relationships with collectors, and acting strategically. Are you ready to turn your pocket change into a portfolio of assets? Have you considered exploring local and online auction shops to see what buyers are willing to pay for coins like yours? Every interaction, every piece of knowledge, brings you closer to achieving the ultimate goal, transforming what once seemed ordinary into something extraordinary. As we bring this journey full circle, imagine yourself holding that 1962 D. Lincoln penny error again. Picture the excitement, the urgency, the sheer possibility in your hands. You've learned how to identify its value, how to navigate auctions, and how collectors covet such rarities. You've glimpsed the potential to go from casual coin keeper to someone who makes serious money from pocket change. And now, it's your turn to act. Don't let your coins sit forgotten, bring them to life in the world of collectors, and who knows, you could be holding the next story of transformation, wealth, and success in your hands. So, what's stopping you? Are you ready to sell old and rare coins in the United States? How will you take the first step toward unlocking the incredible value of your 1962 D. Lincoln penny error? Remember, these coins are not just money, they are opportunities, stories, and legacies waiting to be claimed. The market is alive, the demand is high, and the maximum dollar value is waiting for someone decisive enough to seize it. Don't let your treasure slip away. Act now, embrace the excitement, and turn your humble penny into a monument of wealth, history, and possibility. Imagine holding a small copper coin in the palm of your hand and realizing that it could be worth more than your car, your vacation home, or even your retirement fund. What if I told you that the 1973 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny, one of the most overlooked coins in America, could transform pocket change into real, tangible wealth? Today, we're diving deep into a story of discovery, rarity, and opportunity, a story that could very well change the way you see your loose change forever. It all begins with a simple question: how could a penny, something so ordinary, hold the power to make someone millions? You may have passed it by countless times at a checkout counter or found it in your old coin jar, dismissing it as just another coin. But history has a way of hiding treasures in plain sight. The 1973 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just another coin, it is a testament to the magic of the unexpected, a secret waiting to be unlocked by those who recognize value where others see none. Picture this: you're sorting through a drawer full of coins, bored and distracted, when a glint catches your eye. That glint is not just copper, it's opportunity. The 1973 D. penny, minted in Denver, carries a subtle but significant error that makes it incredibly rare. But what kind of error, you ask? How do collectors spot it? And most importantly, how can you, sitting at your kitchen table, turn that small coin into serious money? The answer lies in understanding rarity, demand, and timing, the very elements that can make this penny a highly sought-after gem in auctions and coin shops across the country. Now, let's pause for a second. Have you ever wondered why some people make millions from coins while others barely scrape a few dollars? It's not luck, it's knowledge. And here's a little secret: these coins have been quietly circulating in the United States for decades. That means there are countless coins right now in pockets, drawers, and old piggy banks that hold the potential to transform lives. But only those who take action, who know what to look for, who understand the market, who recognize the demand, will unlock this wealth. So, what exactly makes the 1973 D Lincoln penny so special? The answer is in its minting error. Coins are produced in massive quantities, but occasionally, tiny mistakes occur, slight misalignments, double die impressions, or unexpected strikes. For the 1973 D Lincoln penny, these errors create a version of the coin that is incredibly scarce. Scarcity drives value. In the world of coin collecting, a rare error can elevate a coin from a few cents to a sum that can leave most people's jaws on the floor. Have you ever held a coin and wondered, could this really be worth thousands, or even more? This is that moment. And here's a pattern interrupt: imagine if your old coffee change could buy a luxury car. Sounds absurd? That's exactly how rare coin collecting works, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. To fully appreciate the potential of the 1973 D penny, you need to understand the market. Collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts are constantly seeking rare finds. Auctions are bustling arenas where coins like this one are fought over with intense passion. Coin shops across the United States are quietly waiting for someone to bring in a hidden treasure from their personal collection. And you might be holding one without even realizing it. How do you sell old rare coins? How do you ensure you're getting the maximum value? The process begins with knowledge, knowing how to identify errors, understanding grading, and connecting with reputable dealers who recognize worth. Now, let's add a little excitement. Imagine listing your 1973 D Lincoln penny at an auction and watching bids soar higher and higher, each increment pushing your heart rate just a little more. You could start with a small mistake in a coin jar and end with a payout that seems impossible. How would it feel to turn what was once considered loose change into a life-altering sum? What dreams would you pursue if the pennies you overlooked became the foundation of a new future? This is the thrill that collectors live for, and now, it's within your reach. Here's a crucial question: why are these coins in such high demand right now? It's simple. Collectors are hunting for every known variation of Lincoln pennies, and the 1973 D with its unique error is increasingly rare to find in pristine condition. Coins that remain hidden, ungraded, and unknown are suddenly turning into goldmines. And while many Americans overlook their drawers of old change, those who understand this opportunity are quietly building wealth beyond imagination. The urgency is real. The longer these coins remain unnoticed, the higher the competition becomes as word spreads among collectors and investors. Pause and consider this: you don't need to inherit a fortune or stumble upon a hidden vault to become wealthy. Sometimes, all it takes is a sharp eye, a little research, and the courage to act. What's even more exciting is that these coins are everywhere. They're not locked away in banks or hidden in private collections. They could be in your home, in your attic, or even in your old wallet. The question is, are you ready to see what's right in front of you? Are you ready to turn your pocket change into an opportunity that could rival any investment? And now, the million-dollar question: how do you start? How do you move from curiosity to cash? First, examine your coins carefully. Look for mint marks, inspect the condition, and note any unusual characteristics. Then, reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses. Ask questions, request evaluations, and trust the experts who know the market. Every step you take brings you closer to discovering the hidden value that could change your life. How do you sell old rare coins in the USA? Which auction shops offer the best prices? What's the process to make sure you get maximum dollar for your treasures? These questions aren't just rhetorical, they're the roadmap to your success. Here's a humorous thought to reset your attention: imagine your pocket change forming a tiny army, marching into an auction hall, and winning millions. Ridiculous? Maybe. But in the world of rare coins, this ridiculous idea becomes reality every single day. The 1973 D Lincoln penny is a perfect example, a coin so common in appearance yet so extraordinary in value that it defies expectations. From pocket changes to millions, from overlooked to highly sought after, this coin represents possibility itself. As we connect all the points, the story becomes clear. The 1973 D Lincoln penny is more than just copper. It is a symbol of opportunity, a call to action for anyone willing to pay attention. Fear of missing out drives collectors to hunt relentlessly. Excitement fuels the auctions. Urgency propels you to check your own collection. And the underlying truth is simple: millions of dollars in potential wealth are hidden in everyday items, waiting for someone to recognize their value. Will that someone be you? By now, you may be asking yourself, could this really be worth the maximum dollar? The answer is yes. When evaluated by collectors, graded by experts, and presented in the right market, the 1973 Lincoln penny can reach astonishing values. It is rare, it is in demand, and it is highly sought after. The very coins you may have overlooked in your daily life are, in fact, potential keys to financial transformation. How do you make money from coins? How do you take action today and ensure that your 1973 Lincoln penny is sold for maximum value? By learning, researching, and acting with confidence. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history between your fingers. A coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary, but in reality, it could transform your financial future overnight. Today, we are uncovering the remarkable story of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This isn't just a penny, it is a doorway to wealth, a symbol of opportunity, and a rare treasure that collectors and investors across the United States are searching for feverishly right now. Could a simple coin from your old pocket change actually be worth more than you ever imagined? How much? Let's find out. In 1978, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, most destined for pockets, jars, and wallets across the nation. But a very small fraction of these coins emerged with a subtle yet critical variation: the absence of a mint mark. For collectors, this tiny detail makes all the difference. The no-mint mark error transforms an otherwise common coin into a rare collectible, sparking excitement, curiosity, and, of course, the potential for extraordinary financial reward. Could a coin you overlooked decades ago now be a ticket to a fortune? The answer may surprise you. Have you ever wondered why some coins become highly valuable while others remain worth mere cents? It's all about rarity, historical significance, and demand. The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny checks all three boxes. Imagine walking into an auction house, or even listing this coin online, and feeling the thrill as bidders compete, pushing the value higher and higher. How much could it sell for? Could this coin, casually tossed in a drawer for years, now fetch tens of thousands of dollars? The market right now is hotter than ever, and buyers are willing to pay top dollar for genuine, well-preserved examples. Let's step back for a moment. Picture yourself sifting through a jar of old coins, finding that unmistakable 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Your heart races. You check the date again. Could it be? A simple, everyday coin suddenly represents millions in opportunity. The emotional thrill is real: fear that you might misidentify it, excitement at its potential, and urgency knowing that demand is at an all-time high. Pattern interrupt: who knew a penny could be more exciting than your last stock tip? But that's exactly the power of rare coins. They turn ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities. Now, you might be asking, how do I know if I really have one of these rare pennies? How can I be sure it's authentic and valuable? These are excellent questions because precision matters in coin collecting. Slight differences, even invisible to the untrained eye, can make or break its market value. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC provide authentication and grading, ensuring that your coin is recognized for its true worth. Think of it like turning a diamond in the rough into a certified jewel. It's a process that adds credibility and increases its value exponentially. But let's talk about the bigger picture. How does a small penny from 1978 translate into real wealth? How do collectors, investors, and enthusiasts turn a simple coin into a significant financial asset? First, it's understanding the market. Coins like the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny have soared in recent years. Savvy collectors know the scarcity, demand, and historical value of these coins can push auction prices into the tens of thousands of dollars. Have you ever dreamed of turning spare change into a life-changing sum? Here's where reality meets possibility. You may wonder, where do I sell such a coin? How do I make sure I get top dollar? These are critical questions. Traditional auction houses, specialized coin shops, and reputable online platforms all provide avenues for selling rare coins. Timing and presentation are everything. Coins in pristine condition, properly graded, attract aggressive bidding and high offers. Imagine receiving an offer that makes your jaw drop, simply for holding a coin that most people overlook. The excitement is tangible, almost electric. Let's pause for a moment. Have you ever considered that your old wallet, that jar in the attic, or even loose change in your car could hold something worth a fortune? It's a question that triggers curiosity, urgency, and action. Because the truth is, there are collectors right now actively seeking the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and the window to capitalize on this demand may not last forever. The market moves quickly, and those who act decisively reap the rewards. Are you ready to be one of them? And here's a fun twist: think about how many coins you've handled in your lifetime. Could one tiny penny from 1978, tucked away unnoticed, be sitting in your possession right now? The idea is almost laughably simple, but also incredibly powerful. Pattern interrupt: it's like discovering a secret treasure map in your sock drawer. And while we joke, the stakes are real. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this exact coin, and every day that passes without action could be a missed opportunity. The beauty of rare coin collecting is that it blends history, strategy, and investment. You're not just selling a coin, you're connecting with the legacy of the past, participating in a market that prizes scarcity and condition, and potentially changing your financial trajectory. From pocket change to millions, from overlooked coins to auction room thrill, this journey is as much about excitement as it is about wealth. How many times in life do we get a chance to hold history in our hands while simultaneously building our future? Now, as we near the conclusion of this story, let's revisit the questions that drive all collectors. How can you ensure you have the right coin? How do you authenticate it? Where do you sell it for maximum value? What is its worth in today's market? For the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, the answers converge on one undeniable fact: scarcity meets demand in the most lucrative way. Collectors are competing, auctions are reaching peak prices, and serious buyers are ready to pay the maximum dollar. So, here's the final thought: a 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, a gateway to financial empowerment, and a treasure waiting to be discovered. From forgotten jars in attics to high-stakes auctions, the journey from pocket change to life-changing value is real, and it begins with recognizing the potential in what many dismiss as ordinary. Could your coins today be tomorrow's fortune? Absolutely. And the maximum dollar for a coin like this? Well, it's a number that leaves collectors breathless and sellers smiling. So ask yourself, how many coins have you overlooked in your life? How many chances have passed by, waiting for you to notice? The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny reminds us that treasures are often hidden in plain sight, and the path to wealth and excitement might just be a small coin away. Step into the world of rare coins, take action, and let history, rarity, and demand guide you toward the extraordinary rewards waiting in your hands today. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that might be worth more than your imagination. Not just a coin you found in the couch cushions or loose change from your last grocery run, but a piece of history that could turn a simple pocket penny into a small fortune. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1985 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has collectors across the United States scrambling and paying top dollar. How did a humble penny, minted decades ago, become a ticket to wealth, excitement, and status? Let's unravel this story together. It all begins with a seemingly ordinary penny. The year is 1985, the mint mark is D for Denver, and the coin carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, a figure etched into American consciousness, reminding us of integrity and perseverance. But something extraordinary happened that year. Some pennies left the mint with subtle errors, tiny differences that make the coin far more valuable than its 1-cent face value. These are not just minting mistakes, they are rare anomalies that collectors treasure. Have you ever wondered how something so small could hold so much power? Or how a coin you might have spent decades ago could now be your gateway to hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. Now, you might be asking yourself, how can a penny, a 1-cent coin, possibly be worth big money? The answer lies in scarcity and demand. The 1985 penny errors are highly sought after in the collector's market. Imagine walking into a coin auction and seeing bids climbing higher and higher for a coin that once jingled in your pocket. The thrill is intoxicating. It's a classic story of opportunity, from humble beginnings in your pocket to the potential of a millionaire's bid. And here's the kicker, these coins are extremely rare, and those who hold them are in a unique position to sell at premium prices. But how do you even start? How do you know if that little coin in your jar is one of the rare errors collectors are desperate to find? And most importantly, how do you turn it into real money? This brings us to the heart of the matter, understanding the error itself. The 1985 Lincoln penny is often found with doubling errors on the date or the mint mark, or with unusual die cracks and off-center strikes. These imperfections, while minor to the untrained eye, make the coin extraordinary to the seasoned collector. Think of it as finding a misplaced puzzle piece that completes a multi-million-dollar collection. Have you ever held something so ordinary yet so rare that it made your heart race? That's exactly the experience collectors feel when they discover one of these errors. And this isn't a story about luck, it's about recognizing value where others see none. But let's pause for a moment. Imagine the excitement, the fear of missing out, the adrenaline when you realize that coin in your drawer could be worth a small fortune. Have you ever experienced that rush when you find money where you least expect it? Now multiply that by thousands of dollars. That is the power of a rare 1985 Lincoln penny. And here's the beauty, you don't need a PhD in numismatics to start. With the right guidance, anyone can identify, authenticate, and sell these coins. So, how do you begin? How do you sell old rare coins in the USA, and where do you find the best buyers willing to pay maximum value? What does it take to go from pocket change to millions? These are questions every collector and seller wrestles with, and the answers lie in education, timing, and knowing your market. Transitioning from fascination to action, let's talk about strategy. Selling a rare coin isn't like selling everyday items online. This is where the stakes are high, and the rewards even higher. The first step is proper authentication. Professional grading services can verify your coin's authenticity, confirming its error type and condition. This certification can dramatically increase your coin's value in auctions or private sales. Can you imagine a buyer seeing a certified rare coin, knowing it's genuine, and being willing to pay top dollar? That's where patience meets opportunity. And let's face it, who doesn't want the peace of mind that comes with knowing their prized penny is officially recognized as a rare treasure? But here's a question for you, what if your coin isn't perfect? Should you still pursue selling it? The answer is a resounding yes. Even less than perfect examples of the 1985 Lincoln penny can command impressive sums in the right market. And here's a little secret, sometimes minor imperfections create excitement and bidding wars. Curious, right? The auction world thrives on rarity, uniqueness, and the thrill of the hunt. Have you ever felt that adrenaline when someone else spots the same rare item you have and suddenly a bidding war begins? That's exactly what can happen with your penny. Now, let's inject a little humor because even in the serious world of coin collecting, a smile is necessary. Imagine explaining to a friend that your 1-cent coin is now worth more than their car payment. They might laugh, you might laugh, but somewhere in an auction house, a serious collector is ready to bid tens of thousands. Isn't it fascinating how value works? The ordinary can become extraordinary, and the overlooked can become a treasure. That's the magic of rare coins like the 1985 Lincoln penny. And the best part? This magic is accessible to you today. As we move toward the final act, consider the ultimate question, how do you maximize your profit? The answer lies in timing, presentation, and connecting with the right buyers. Rare coin auctions, professional dealers, and specialized online marketplaces are your arenas. Each offers a stage where your coin can command the attention it deserves. Think about it, one decision, one auction, could transform a forgotten penny into a life-changing sum. The power is in your hands, and the opportunity is waiting. Are you ready to take that step? To turn curiosity into wealth? To transform a simple 1985 D Lincoln penny into a symbol of your financial triumph? So here's the inspiration for you: don't overlook the small things. Every coin in your collection, every penny in your drawer, could hold untold value. The 1985 D Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a story of rarity, demand, and opportunity. It's a reminder that wealth often lies hidden in plain sight. And for those who act wisely, the rewards can be extraordinary. Imagine selling your coin for the maximum dollar, hundreds of thousands, even more. From pocket change to millions, it's not just possible, it's happening every day for Americans who recognize the value of their rare coins. Have you found your treasure yet? Are you ready to turn ordinary coins into extraordinary wealth? In conclusion, the 1985 D Lincoln 1-cent penny represents more than a mint error. It embodies possibility, ambition, and the thrill of discovery. From spotting subtle errors to understanding market value, from authentication to auction, the journey is as exciting as the reward. So, the next time you dig through your loose change, ask yourself, could this be the coin that changes your life? Could the penny you hold unlock doors to wealth and recognition? The answer might just be yes. And when that moment arrives, remember, fortune favors the prepared, the curious, and the bold. Imagine this: you're sifting through an old jar of loose change you've been keeping in your kitchen for years. Pennies, nickels, dimes, the usual everyday coins that most people never give a second thought. But what if I told you that among these ordinary coins could be a hidden treasure worth more than you ever imagined? A coin so rare, so sought after, that collectors across the United States would pay top dollar just to add it to their collection. That coin is the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. And yes, it could be sitting quietly in your pocket right now, waiting to turn your ordinary day into an extraordinary one. Let's start with the story of this coin. The 1987 Lincoln cent is not just another penny. Most pennies from this year were produced with mint marks, indicating whether they were struck in Denver or Philadelphia. But a small number, an incredibly rare few, were minted without a mark. This no mint mark error immediately sets it apart. Imagine holding something in your hand that the US Mint never intended to exist. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that the kind of rare mistake that makes collectors' hearts race and wallets open wide? Now, you might be thinking, is it really worth anything? Oh, it is. The 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent is highly coveted in the numismatic world. Its scarcity drives demand to astonishing levels. For those who know the market, this coin is a key to entering a world where pennies aren't just pocket change, they are investments that can reach thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, produced over 30 years ago, could fetch a price that seems almost unbelievable. And right now, the market is hotter than ever. Here's where it gets thrilling. Imagine walking into an auction house, a trusted coin dealer, or even selling online, and realizing that your humble penny, something you might have found under a couch cushion, is worth more than a brand new car. The thought alone sends a shiver of excitement, doesn't it? But don't worry if this feels overwhelming. You're not alone. Many Americans ask themselves, how do I know if I have a rare coin? How do I sell old coins? How do I make money from coins without getting scammed? These questions are exactly what this journey is all about. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just the coin's value, but how to turn your collection, or even your pocket change, into a potential fortune. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine, just for a second, the thrill of discovering a coin that collectors would fight over in an auction. Now, here's a pattern interrupt to snap you out of everyday thinking. Did you know that one misplaced penny could be more valuable than a $1,000 bill sitting in your wallet? Crazy, right? But it's true. And that's exactly what makes the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny such a sensation. It's rare, it's exciting, and it could be the missing piece in your wealth-building puzzle. So how does one go from ordinary coins to extraordinary wealth? First, knowledge is key. You must understand the characteristics of the 1987 no-mint mark penny. Unlike its common counterparts, this penny lacks the small d mint mark on the obverse side. Its error status, combined with its age, makes it one of the most sought-after Lincoln cents in the U.S. coin market. But spotting it is just the beginning. Once you identify a genuine specimen, the next step is validation. Certified grading can confirm its authenticity and condition, two factors that can dramatically influence its value. Now, let's talk urgency. Why is it so important to act now? The market for rare coins is dynamic. Values fluctuate, demand increases, and every day that passes could mean missing out on potential buyers willing to pay top dollar. Consider this: hundreds of thousands of collectors and investors across the country are constantly hunting for coins just like this. The earlier you act, the better your chances of cashing in on its full value. Do you really want to leave a fortune sitting unnoticed in a drawer? And here's another question for you: how do you sell old rare coins safely in the US? Well, there are trusted auction houses, certified coin dealers, and reputable online marketplaces where collectors gather. Each has its own benefits, but the goal is always the same: maximize the coin's worth while ensuring a secure transaction. Experienced numismatists will tell you that preparation is everything. Proper storage, certification, and understanding market timing are all part of turning your penny into a powerful financial asset. Let's take a moment to connect the dots. We began with a simple jar of loose change, then discovered the story and rarity of the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. We explored its thrilling potential value, learned the importance of certification, and now, we understand how urgency and smart selling strategies can transform a humble coin into a true treasure. The journey from pocket change to millions is not just a fantasy, it's a reality for those who recognize opportunity when they see it, but perhaps the most exciting part is the emotional payoff. Imagine showing that rare penny to friends or family, knowing it could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Imagine walking into a coin show and hearing bidders compete for something that was once just a small piece of metal in your pocket. That sense of accomplishment, thrill, and financial empowerment is priceless. And it all starts with recognizing that ordinary coins can hold extraordinary potential. Before we wrap up, let's address the question many of you are probably thinking: how can I be sure I have a coin like this? The answer lies in careful inspection and education. Look for the absence of the D mint mark, examine the coin's condition, and when in doubt, get it professionally graded. Once confirmed, the next step is connecting with the right buyers. Ask yourself: would I rather let it sit unnoticed, or would I embrace the opportunity to transform it into life-changing value? For those willing to act, the reward can be phenomenal, and here's the climax: the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a coin, it's a symbol. A symbol of hidden wealth, of opportunity waiting in unexpected places, and of the potential that ordinary Americans have to unlock fortune from what they already own. Every time you check your pocket change, you could be holding a key to a new chapter in your financial story. The market demand is at its peak, collectors are actively searching, and this is your chance to turn a small mistake from the US Mint into a significant payday. So, as you go about your day, take a moment to reflect on this: could the next coin you hold be the one that changes everything? How can you prepare it for sale to ensure maximum profit? How can you tap into the excitement, urgency, and potential of rare coin collecting? From pocket change to millions, from curiosity to financial opportunity, the journey begins with one step: awareness. And now, you have it.in conclusion: the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just an error coin. It's a rare, high-demand piece that holds the potential to bring extraordinary value to the right hands. With careful inspection, proper certification, and strategic selling, this penny could become a symbol of wealth, a story of fortune, and a tangible connection to the thrilling world of rare coin collecting. Remember, opportunities like this don't come every day, but when they do, they're impossible to ignore. So, what's in your pocket right now? Could it be the next 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln cent waiting to change your life? Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a coin so ordinary to most people that they would toss it into a jar of pocket change without a second thought. But what if I told you that this very coin, a 1994 Lincoln 1 cent with no mint mark, could be the key to turning small, forgotten coins into a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. From a simple penny to a life-changing fortune, this is not a story about luck, it's about knowledge, timing, and spotting the rare gems hiding in plain sight. How many times have you wondered, could the coins in my drawer be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and by the end of this video, you might just see your loose change in a completely different light. The story begins in 1994, a year when millions of Lincoln pennies were minted, most indistinguishable from one another, ordinary, everyday coins. But within this vast sea of copper, a rare error occurred. Some coins were struck without a mint mark, making them a coveted item for collectors and investors alike. You might be asking yourself, why does a missing letter matter so much? Well, in the world of coin collecting, anomalies like this are the difference between a coin worth a few cents and one worth a small fortune. Imagine walking past a coin in your pocket, unaware that it could be the key to your next financial breakthrough. Exciting, isn't it? But here's the twist, this isn't just about finding a rare penny. It's about understanding the story behind it, the demand that drives collectors to pay top dollar, and the urgency of acting before the market catches up. Have you ever seen a coin auction where a small copper disc sells for amounts most people would need a calculator to fathom? That's exactly what happens when a 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny enters the market. People who own these coins are not just collectors, they are savvy investors holding a piece of history that could easily appreciate in value. Have you ever wondered, how can I sell my old rare coins in the USA and get the most money for them? The answer lies in timing, authentication, and choosing the right auction house. Now, let's pause for a moment. Picture this, you're sifting through a handful of pennies from your old coin jar, and one catches your eye. Its surface glimmers differently, the details are sharper, and most importantly, it has no mint mark. Your pulse quickens. Could this be the rare 1994 penny everyone's been talking about? The fear of missing out creeps in. What if this coin is worth tens of thousands of dollars, and you've almost overlooked it? This is the thrill of the hunt, the very essence of turning pocket change into millions. It's not just about luck, it's about being informed and recognizing opportunity when it stares you in the face. You might be thinking, okay, but how do I turn this coin into real money? The first step is authentication. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC will examine your coin and provide a certification that validates its rarity and condition. Think of it as giving your penny a passport to the world of serious collectors. Once certified, your coin can enter high-demand auctions where buyers compete fiercely, sometimes driving the price well beyond what anyone imagined. Have you ever watched an auction and felt your heart race as the bids climb higher and higher? That same excitement awaits anyone holding a coin like this. And here's a little secret, the market is more active than ever, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for verified rare coins, especially those from 1994 without mint marks. But don't just think about selling it. Imagine the conversations you could have at family gatherings, showing off a coin that has been meticulously preserved, a coin that is both a piece of history and a symbol of wealth. Have you ever held something so ordinary in your hand yet realized it's extraordinary to the world? That's the power of rare coins. And for those asking, how to make money from coins? From pocket changes to millions? This is the exact path. It's about spotting the subtle differences that others overlook and acting with confidence when opportunity knocks. The excitement, the thrill, the urgency, all of it comes together in one small, unassuming coin that could completely transform your financial story. Now, let's talk about strategy. Selling old and rare coins in the USA isn't just dropping them at a local shop. It's about understanding the high-stakes world of coin auctions, knowing which platforms attract the wealthiest collectors, and timing your sale to match peak demand. How do you choose the right auction? How do you ensure that your coin fetches its maximum dollar value? These are questions every serious collector asks themselves before making a move. And yes, sometimes the answer involves patience, because the right moment can mean the difference between a modest payout and a sum that changes lives. The 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just rare, it's in high demand, and savvy sellers know that timing is everything. Let's throw in a little humor here to reset your attention. Imagine telling your friends that a coin they toss into a fountain could buy a luxury car. They'll laugh, but you'll just smile, knowing the truth. How many times has a simple penny sparked dreams of wealth, excitement, and even a little envy? It's not just about money, it's about the story, the thrill, the satisfaction of spotting a gem in plain sight. And if you're wondering, where do I start with selling old coins? The answer is research, authentication, and connecting with the right buyers who understand the value of rarity. As we connect all the dots, it becomes clear why the 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny has captured the attention of collectors nationwide. It's a symbol of opportunity, a reminder that even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary value if you know what to look for. From the fear of missing out to the exhilaration of a high-stakes auction, this coin embodies the journey from curiosity to wealth. And for those asking, how to sell my rare coins? How do auctions work? How do I get the maximum value? The path is clear: identify, authenticate, and present your coin to the market that recognizes its true worth. By now, you might be checking your drawers, your coin jars, and your old change, imagining that the next 1994 Lincoln penny could be hiding right under your nose. The excitement is real, and the opportunity is urgent. Remember, the market rewards knowledge and action. Those who wait too long risk watching someone else claim the fortune that could have been theirs. This is your moment to turn what others see as ordinary into something truly extraordinary. So, what is the value of this rare treasure today? A certified 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, in pristine condition, has reached the maximum dollar range in auctions, fetching staggering amounts that could turn loose change into life-changing wealth. The path from pocket change to millions isn't a fantasy, it's a reality for those who recognize rarity, act decisively, and connect with the right buyers. The question now isn't whether these coins are valuable, it's whether you're ready to uncover their potential, seize the opportunity, and step into a world where small coins can deliver enormous rewards. But what if I told you that this unassuming 2060 Lincoln 1-cent penny could be your ticket from everyday life to extraordinary wealth? Could a coin minted over a decade ago suddenly be worth tens of thousands of dollars in the right hands? Yes, it can, and the world of rare coins is brimming with hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. Imagine this: you're sorting through a jar of pennies on your kitchen counter, and there it is, a 2060 Lincoln penny with a unique minting error. Your heart skips a beat. Could this coin be one of the most sought-after errors in recent U.S. history? The answer might shock you. For collectors, investors, and savvy sellers, these coins are not just currency, they're gold disguised as copper, a bridge between humble beginnings and a lifestyle many only dream of. You may be wondering, how could a coin from 2006, which we've all used without thinking, suddenly be worth a fortune? The magic lies in the error. Mint errors can range from double strikes to misaligned dies, off-center impressions, or missing details. These mistakes are incredibly rare and, when authenticated, can skyrocket in value almost overnight. The 2060 Lincoln penny error is one such marvel. Collectors across the United States are hunting for them, and auction houses are paying premium prices. So, if you happen to find one, you might just be holding a piece of history, and wealth, in your hand. Now, let's pause and ask the question you're probably thinking: how do I even know if my coin has value? That's where expertise meets opportunity. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC will authenticate and grade your coin, verifying its rarity and condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. And here's where excitement kicks in: what's ordinary to you could be extraordinary to someone else. Suddenly, that pocket change transforms into an asset capable of bringing tens of thousands of dollars, or more, into your life. But let me reset your mind for a moment with a question: have you ever wondered how many millionaires started their journey with coins no bigger than your fingernail? It sounds humorous, doesn't it? A tiny penny changing lives. Yet, history is full of stories where old, rare coins went from a dusty drawer to commanding massive sums in auctions, transforming ordinary people into astute collectors and wealthy sellers. This brings us to the first act: discovery. You've stumbled across the coin, and a spark of curiosity ignites. What you hold is no longer just metal, it's possibility, potential, and the gateway to financial opportunity. How do you navigate this newfound treasure? How do you turn curiosity into cash? These are the questions that set the stage for the journey ahead. And the first step is education. Knowing your coin, its mint mark, year, and the specifics of the era is essential. Every detail matters because collectors are meticulous, and the market rewards precision. Then comes the second act, validation. You've identified the coin, now it's time to prove its worth. Professional appraisal and grading are your allies here. It's thrilling, almost cinematic, the moment your coin is examined and confirmed as a rare error. Heart racing, anticipation building, you realize that this small piece of metal could fetch astonishing prices. But the question now shifts, where do I sell this coin? How do I ensure I get maximum value? Do you go to local coin shops, list it online, or take it to an auction house? Every choice matters, and each path can lead to different levels of success. Auction houses are where the real drama unfolds. Imagine the tension as bids start flying. Hundreds, maybe thousands of eyes locked on your coin, each bid increasing its worth. Suddenly, your 2060 penny isn't just a coin, it's a star performer in a high-stakes financial theater. And here's a question that might keep you awake at night: could my coin reach the maximum dollar in the current market? With rare Lincoln penny errors, the answer is yes. The right buyer in the right moment can make your penny worth far beyond its humble face value, but let's throw in a pattern interrupt. What if your coin is not yet in perfect condition? Don't panic. Even minor imperfections can tell a story, and sometimes, collectors prize certain anomalies. The excitement isn't just about perfection, it's about rarity, demand, and the thrill of the hunt. How many pennies out there share your coin's unique characteristics? Very few. And that scarcity is exactly what drives value. Now, we move to the third act, transformation. The coin has been authenticated, listed, and the bids start rolling in. You watch in amazement as your ordinary penny becomes a symbol of wealth, strategy, and opportunity realized. Questions race through your mind: how much could I make? What's the fastest way to sell old, rare coins in the USA? Could this be my gateway to a millionaire lifestyle? And while these thoughts swirl, the reality is clear: this is how ordinary Americans turn hidden treasures into life-changing profits. The thrill doesn't stop with selling. There's a community of collectors and enthusiasts who constantly share insights, tips, and stories of coin discoveries. Engaging with this network can help you spot the next hidden gem. From pocket change to millions, it's not just luck, it's curiosity, knowledge, and action. So, how do you position yourself in this world? By asking the right questions. How do I make money from coins? Where should I sell them? Which coins are in highest demand right now? How can I ensure I maximize my return? The answers lie in market research, networking, and seizing the right opportunities at the right time. Think about it. What if the coin in your hand is the key to unlocking a new chapter of wealth? Every penny has a story. And sometimes, these stories lead to auctions where prices reach staggering sums. Collectors vie for ownership, and sellers, ordinary Americans like you, experience the thrill of financial transformation. Your 2060 Lincoln penny is more than copper and zinc, it's a symbol of possibility, a testament to what's hidden in plain sight. Before we conclude, let's pause for reflection. How often do we overlook small things that could change our lives? That coin under your couch cushion, in your desk drawer, or jingling in your pocket could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The fear of missing out, the excitement of discovery, and the urgency to act, these emotions are the fuel driving the rare coin market. And now, armed with knowledge and curiosity, you can step into this world confidently. So here's the final thought: if you've ever asked, how do I sell old rare coins? Or, can pocket change really turn into millions? The answer is clear. With a 2060 Lincoln 1-cent penny error in hand, you are holding a rare opportunity. An opportunity to transform curiosity into wealth, coins into cash, and a simple discovery into a financial milestone. The current market value for a top-condition 2060 Lincoln Penny Error is the maximum dollar collectors are willing to pay, a sum that reflects rarity, demand, and the incredible journey from ordinary to extraordinary. Remember, every coin has a story. And some stories are worth a fortune. Your journey from discovering a humble penny to unlocking its millionaire potential starts now. Will you seize it? Will you explore, authenticate, and enter the exciting world of rare coin auctions? Every second counts, and every coin has the power to transform your life. The question is not whether you should act, it's when. Because the next 2060 penny you see might just be the one that changes everything. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coin collecting, uncovering how a small mistake in the minting process can turn a humble penny into a high-demand, life-changing collectible. Stick around, because by the end, you'll understand why some coins can fetch millions and how you could be the next person to turn spare change into serious wealth. It all begins with the thrill of discovery. You see, the 2017 Lincoln Penny isn't just another 1-cent coin. In fact, some of these coins were struck with subtle errors during production, making them extremely valuable. Maybe it's a double die, a misplaced mint mark, or a slight misalignment, errors so rare that collectors across the nation are practically hunting for them like gold. Can you imagine the excitement of holding a coin in your hand that could be worth more than your mortgage? The rush of knowing you've stumbled upon something others have searched for their entire lives is an adrenaline you can't buy. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Many people overlook the pennies in their change jar, tossing them into coin rolls or pocket change without a second thought. But history has shown time and again that these overlooked coins often hide extraordinary value. Remember the story of a 1955 double-die penny that sold for tens of thousands of dollars? That same principle applies to the 2017 Lincoln Penny with its minting anomalies. Each coin carries a story, a moment frozen in metal, waiting for someone sharp-eyed enough to recognize its potential. And here's a question for you. Could that coin in your drawer right now be the key to your financial freedom? Before we go further, let's pause and ask something a bit funny. Have you ever wondered why pennies seem to multiply in your couch cushions but rarely in your wallet? It's almost as if the universe is quietly challenging you to look closer. But in the case of the 2017 penny, that challenge can literally pay off. Mistakes made by the mint aren't mistakes for the savvy collector, they are opportunities to earn, to invest, and to secure something truly remarkable. Let's step into the second act, where the excitement turns into tangible possibility. Imagine walking into an auction or a coin shop and presenting your 2017 Lincoln Penny. The eyes of experienced collectors light up, because these errors are in high demand. They're the kind of coins that can sell for thousands, tens of thousands, or even more, depending on their rarity and condition. How does one even begin to sell something like this? Where do you start? How do you ensure you get the maximum dollar for your coin? These are questions that many first-time sellers ask, and the answers are simpler than you think. Professional grading services authenticate the coin, highlighting its unique errors, and reputable auction houses create an environment where collectors compete for ownership. The result? Your ordinary penny transforms into extraordinary cash. Have you ever imagined going from pocket change to millions? It might sound like a fantasy, but with coins like the 2017 Lincoln Penny, it's entirely possible. Picture this: a collector spots the subtle error, they recognize the rarity, and suddenly, your coin becomes the center of bidding wars. The tension, the excitement, the fear of losing out, it's like watching a thriller unfold in slow motion, and you're the hero. And here's a thought-provoking question: if you had a rare coin today, could you let it sit idly in a drawer, or would you act fast to secure its value while demand is at its peak? Pattern interrupt. Okay, let's take a breather. Quick question: have you ever tried buying a luxury car with pocket change? Didn't think so. But selling a rare penny could get you there faster than you think. Coins like the 2017 Lincoln Penny aren't just currency, they're investments, collectibles, and sometimes even pieces of art that speak to history. They are small, yet mighty, and in the hands of a knowledgeable collector, they can command extraordinary sums. Now, you may be asking, how exactly do I sell old, rare coins in the USA? Where do I start? Should I go to local coin shops, online marketplaces, or high-end auction houses? The answer lies in strategy. First, get your coin professionally graded by a trusted service. This confirms its authenticity and highlights the errors that make it rare. Next, target platforms where serious collectors gather, places where competition drives prices higher. Finally, patience is key. The market fluctuates, but coins of high demand never lose their value. By acting wisely and strategically, you can maximize your returns. Here's the exciting part: the 2017 D Lincoln penny with a minting error is currently among the most sought-after coins from recent decades. Collectors are paying attention, prices are climbing, and each passing day increases the urgency to act. Can you feel the rush of being part of this market? The fear of missing out is real, and in the coin world, hesitation can cost you thousands, or even millions, and let's make it personal for a moment. How would it feel to tell your friends and family that the coin you found in a jar, in your kitchen drawer, or under a couch cushion could be worth a fortune? Imagine the confidence, the satisfaction, and the wealth that comes from spotting opportunity where others see ordinary change. How would your life change if one tiny penny opened the door to financial freedom? As we move to the final act, everything comes together. From discovery to valuation, from questions to answers, from a simple coin to a high-demand collectible, the 2017 D Lincoln penny represents possibility. It's not just a coin, it's a story, a challenge, and a chance. If you've ever doubted the power of rare coins, let this be your wake-up call. The market is real, the demand is high, and your action today can create extraordinary results tomorrow. So, what will you do? Will you dig through your drawers, examine your coins, and seize the opportunity, or will you let a potential fortune slip quietly through your fingers? Remember, the pathway from pocket change to millions isn't a dream, it's a plan. Coins like the 2017 D Lincoln penny are proof that hidden treasures exist in the most unexpected places, waiting for those who are curious, attentive, and bold enough to recognize their value. So ask yourself one final question: could your 2017 D Lincoln penny be the key to joining the ranks of savvy collectors and investors who turn small discoveries into life-changing wealth? The answer may be closer than you think, and the time to act is now.